I don't really know how to start this video. Sorry if it's a little bit awkward. It's like really strange to talk about, but hi, if you don't already know me, my name is Sakura. I live and work in Tokyo. Well, I used to work. So since December 26th, I have been on holiday. So I had been taking a good long 2.5 week vacation, and I just got back today, interestingly enough, on January 10th. And I was reading my book in the morning just to get a little, light morning reading in. And around 9:20, I looked at my phone and I saw, like, you know how they have the calendar widgets and you can see like what's coming next? I just saw this little snippet that said like, "Oh, Japan meeting, like urgent, please make time." And I was like, oh shit, like what's happening? And then I went to Slack, and then I went to Google Cal to open it, and I didn't have access. I thought about it for 10 seconds and I put 2 and 2 together, and I realized I had been laid off. And unfortunately, since I didn't have access, which they should have really thought about, I couldn't join the meeting, so I didn't really have any information. And the only thing I could do was text my friend. So I texted my friend and I said, "Hey, am I laid off?" And she's like, "Yes." And I guess I had just thought that it could definitely be a possibility that I was not safe or immune to what was happening in the industry, and I was right. So I'm still processing this information, and I guess I could tell you how I'm feeling. I'm not even feeling shock, because I feel like, as I mentioned, I've sort of been preparing for it in a way. Nonetheless, it really sucks. I'm feeling rather calm today. As I said in my calendar, my personal calendar on my phone, it says, "Nothing to do today. Schedule cleared up." What I decided to do is make this vlog. So welcome to the day in the life of somebody who just literally got laid off an hour ago. I'm gonna put this vlog up as soon as I can and tell you how I'm gonna go about this process. For those of you who have been through it already, I'm so sorry. It really, really is a terrible thing to happen to someone, especially without notice. And for those who haven't been through it and who are scared of it, don't worry, I'm here to comfort you, or at least entertain you while I go through it myself. And I'm just capturing myself in my real, raw, honest kind of thoughts and processes of how I'm approaching this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna do some thinking, because I do not want to make any hasty decisions right now. What I'm gonna do is take a bath. Yes, I'm taking a bath at 10:30 in the morning. You know why? Because I can. Because I have no plans. And also, a bath can be very relaxing. I'm gonna think about what I want to do next, whether it's getting another full-time job or giving this YouTube thing a shot for real, or something else. And I'm gonna read my book. I have been reading Haruki Murakami's Norwegian Wood, which, if I'm saying this vlog, sounds so poetic, but it's just pretentious, isn't it? It's kind of ironic that I'm reading this book about, a book of loss, when I'm going through loss myself in a way. So I'm gonna get the day started. But yeah, let's go through it together. Well, I don't want you to go through it, but I'm gonna go through it and you can watch me do it. Alright, now on to the bath. I'm going to be using this bath thing. It's not a bath bomb. By Ayura meditation bath. I'm gonna put this in my bath for ultimate relaxation.でね、ちょっとバッドニュースがあって、仕事からクビになっちゃった。うん。
まあそういう時もあるよ。そしたらちょっとさくらの質問の前に言っときたいことが2つあるんだけど、
まあ、このレイオフになったポジションに対しては他の人よりは多分結構安定してるから、ただ単にニュースちょっと報告したくて、で大丈夫だよって言いたかっただけ。ウケる。
だから、
うん。
世の中の暇な男が見たくなるような YouTube。
So now it is 2:06. What have I been doing the last couple of hours? Let me take you through how I've been feeling, like hour by hour. I think my initial reaction was very energetic and very, how do you say, like kind of funny, kind of taking humor as a coping mechanism. And now that it's been a couple of hours, I definitely don't have the same energy. And I realized that maybe it was the coffee wearing off in the morning, maybe also the shock, even though I didn't really feel like it was a shock, shot some adrenaline in me. I could tell because my hands started shaking after. Or maybe that I was hungry, so I ate lunch. I felt like if I didn't move my body, that I would just end up not doing anything at all. So I tried to do a few things. Well, first things first, I called my family. The first person I called, of course, is my husband. And he reassured me that he's there to support me and we'll get through this. I also called my sisters, who are my best friends, who know pretty much everything that's going on with me. And then I also called my parents. Well, specifically, I called my dad because I knew he would be at home because he works from home. And I got some comforting words from him because the first thing he said was, "It's you, so you're gonna be okay." And I think I knew that I'm gonna be okay. I know that I'm gonna be okay. But it was still comforting to hear that from those that care about you, especially my parents, because I basically told my dad, like, "Hey, I'm just calling to let you know this happened, but please don't worry." And he, said with a smile, like, "It's gonna be okay. I know you will be fine." And then he actually told me a little bit about when he was laid off, which I totally forgot. I think, way back when he first actually got to America. So he knows what this hardship is like, and he's just almost laughing. He's like, "You're gonna be just fine. You have your whole life ahead of you." I also did a couple of things just to keep my brain busy. I did normal things like finishing chores such as laundry. I also did the dishes. I also did my Duolingo because I can't lose that streak. And then guess what I found on Duolingo today? My streak. Hello? My streak, can you see this? My streak is at 666 today, which is the devil's number, so. Oh my god, I don't know if that's a good or bad omen or just funny. If you're watching this video, don't feel bad for me. I realize that, of course, I appreciate empathy in people know who have been through this, who have colleagues that have been through this, how hard it can be. But I think first and foremost, what I recognize is that I am in an immense amount of privilege comparatively to others. And I don't say comparatively just to be like, "Oh, you're better or I'm better off than you." That's not how it is. It's more like I want to check myself before I wreck myself. No, I'm just kidding. Because I am lucky. Like, I have been laid off, but my situation is that I am double income, myself and my husband. I currently don't have kids. So my only expenses right now is literally just to live. And because I've been working for about 6 years straight, I have always been saving since day one. I have enough cash where I felt like, okay, like a few months back, I thought, okay, if I do get laid off, I'm gonna be fine, at least for maybe a year. If I live on a budget, of course, which I will. So I feel like I'm fine. Like, I'm gonna be fine. It still sucks. I don't want to minimize how I'm feeling or minimize others who are in a similar position but still feel bad, because I think what I want to say is you need to take time to process those things. But for me, at this point in my life, I thought, no feel sorry for myself. I have been prepared for the worst. Luckily, I've been able to prepare properly. But I know what I need to do, and I just need to do it. Which isn't the case for many others who are not as fortunate as me. People who have to worry about being on a visa and getting that revoked, or people who were expecting a child maybe that were relying on the mat leave, pat leave money. Someone kindly made a group chat of some of the people who were in the Tokyo office with me. I think it's just like obviously impromptu, nothing official. People just place to discuss and share and connect. And they are planning to meet up tonight, or some of us, we all process things differently, planning to meet up tonight for dinner. And right now I'm not sure if I want to go. At first I was really ready because I didn't want to sit at home all day, and my husband's coming home late tonight, around 8 p.m. I don't know if people consider that late, but I want to talk to him. The thing that I'm mourning right now, like I'm not particularly mourning job loss per se or employment. I am mourning the teammates. It's so hard to find a place that you like working at. And also, I have been blessed this past year to work in a position that I've talked about on here on learning and development that I truly feel like I can grow in, and that I was ready to really keep deep diving in and learn more about and progressing in my career. And to have that taken away from me after I've been working towards it for so long is really tough. It doesn't mean that I can't continue being an L&D. It just means like my first opportunity that I got, I'm so grateful for, but it just feels like it was cut short, which is unfortunate. And then the other thing I'm mourning is like I'm not really sad right now. I don't feel like I'm gonna cry. The one thing that I really feel like that might make me cry is me being overwhelmed at the loss of the relationships that I have created within the company, as well as the work that went into making those relationships. And I found that is the hardest thing about this. I hate starting over. I had like 7 managers when I was at Google, 2.5 years, and it drove me absolutely insane every time I had to change a manager. In the beginning, it was okay, and I got used to it, unfortunately. It's just circumstantial things. It's nobody's fault. It's just I was just in an unlucky position to have to continue doing that. Switching every few months, and starting the relationship was always really difficult. To tell people what I wanted to do, to get them to understand who I am, what I value, what I can bring to the table, and vice versa. Creating that relationship with a manager as well as colleagues is really exhausting. It's hard. I value it so much, but it's so hard. So the thing that might end up making me cry is thinking about having to do that all over again, somewhere else, which I don't feel so excited about right now at the second. And I'm thinking about a couple of people in particular that I made really good relationships with in my company that obviously, haven't passed away. Like I can still talk to them, but it's just not gonna be the same. I will miss them dearly. I hope they miss me too. I'm going to now go to the cafe. As I mentioned, I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna write some stuff, get my thoughts down, and I'll update you where I'm at after. Alright, I'll talk to you soon. Hello everyone, it is still day 1 and it is now 10:43 p.m. So just about 12 hours since I've been laid off. I actually just got back from seeing some of my colleagues. We had just kind of like a few of us just met up impromptu, nothing official, just to kind of get together, mourn together. And I'm really happy that I went because I told you that I was debating on going, but I'm really happy that I went. It was really good to see their faces, and I also just kind of realized that I really was working with some amazing people around me, very talented, smart, funny, caring, and resilient people for sure. So I had a really great time. We were just like having some drinks, eating pizza, and reflecting about the good and the bad, of course. So now I'm back home. I've been really looking forward to coming home because now my husband is home. And look at this, I came home to this. What is this? What are these snacks?
Oh,
Explain yourself.
who put it there? I don't know.
Is this for me? It says, "Hi, my love. I'm very sorry about the news today. I know it's not easy, but we will get through it. And no one ever knows. It could turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Anyways, meanwhile, here you have a care package. Love your sugar daddy. Yes, you're my sugar daddy." And now he just made me tea, and we're gonna finally be able to have a good long chat about our future and how we should progress things forward. I haven't made any decisions yet for what I want to do. Obviously, it's gonna take a while, but I think this will be like the start of something new. It's like High School Musical, the start of something new, right? So yeah, I think what I'll do tomorrow is some administrative things. I'm gonna have to rework my budget. I always use a budget every month, so I'm gonna have to rework some of that and kind of see where I can spend and where I can cut for the next several months. Also have to look at my severance package, do all those calculations. And then unfortunately in Japan, there's a lot of administrative things I have to do to get like employment loss insurance and stuff like that. So I think my dad sent me some information, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that if I have time tomorrow. Other than that, I'm gonna, I have no plans, so let's see where it goes. Tomorrow we will focus on budgeting. Today was about emotional processing. I'm feeling quite okay, especially now, after seeing everyone. Thank you for watching this far. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.